I was lowered. I was lying in something of a box. It was all glass on all sides. And I could see out into space. And the box stopped and kind of hovered. And the next thing I knew, I ran out of oxygen and I popped out of the body. At that moment, I began falling, and I believe I entered a wormhole that took me, and I was lying on my back, lying down, shaking, and I was saying, remember God, remember home. Remember God, remember home. I remember I kept reciting that the whole way because I knew that earth contained a veil that was gonna mind swipe us, and I didn't want to forget. So I kept telling myself, don't forget. Remember, if you remember anything, remember home, remember God. The whole way. And suddenly, as I was falling at rapid speed, what seemed like an eternity, it stopped. I stopped, halted. And I was like, am I there? All of a sudden I began dropping again. And I think at that point I'd entered the veil and I was going through it. And so everything slowed down. And then I began dropping again. And I was like, what? Okay, I still remember God, but I couldn't remember home as clearly. I was like, there was something else I wanted to remember, but I couldn't. I just, don't forget God. Then I stopped and I started going sideways, straight. And I remember entering this hot environment, and I was curled up and couldn't breathe, which I believe was the womb, the birth canal. They pulled me out with forceps. That hurt quite a bit. And I must say that during the incarnation process, it is much more it says painful, I should say, as for the baby as it is for the mother. And they pulled me out, and I was cold and startled, and they put me in an incubator, and it was then that I was met by my 3 guides.